Okay. See this. In this session, we will discuss about normalization. Okay. So, what is normalization? The process of organizing data to reduce data redundancy. Okay. So that means, so while before inserting the data, we will have some type of data. So as a database developers, we will take that data and we have to organize that data into respective tables. Okay, so that is our role. So how to organize that data? That is the important. Why we have to organize that data? Why means DML operations becomes slow without organizing that data, and it occupies more space. Okay, like we will take one example. Select star from EMP. Select star from DEPT. See this. Here we are using two tables to capture the employee data. One is department table, which is called parent table. Another one is employee table, which is called child table. Okay. Can I use only one table for capturing those data instead of using two tables? I can use. So I will take one table, employee. In that table, I will consider all the columns. See this. I will take all these columns, and after that, I will take these two column names also. In that case, what will happen? In this employee table, I am having all these columns, so that no need to use department table also. Okay, so what will happen? Here in employee table, 15 records are there, EMP table. Okay, so if I use employee table, then I will get that 15 records. And every record, these department number, department name, location columns will be there. Okay, that means, see this, here department 30 is there. Okay, so for these two records, again D name, location will come. So what will be the D name and D location? Sales Chicago. Okay, so that sales Chicago, that will be repeated for these two records. I mean, whatever the department number 30 is there, so that D name sales Chicago will come. Okay, similarly for department number 20 records, D name research location Dallas will be repeated for, I think, 5 times. For department 10 records, D name location, same D name location. Okay, same D name account and location New York will be repeated for 3 times. Okay, so here we have 15 records in employee table, but imagine that if you have 1 lakh records for department number 10, if you have 10 lakhs records for department number 20, so that much number of times that D name, same D name and same location will be repeated, so that unnecessarily it occupies more space. Okay, so that DML operations also becomes slow. Okay, that's why we have maintained department number in employee table as well as department table. I mean EMP table and department table. Okay. So if you insert one more column in this department table, that can be assigned to this department number also. Okay. For example, if you have imagine that if you have only one table, employee table, and here department number is there, DEPT code. In future, one column will be there, DEPT code. Okay. Imagine that here I am writing. Don't be confused. Okay. Try to understand clearly. For department 10, 1 lakh records, 20, 2 lakhs records, 30, 3 lakhs records. Okay. So you are trying to maintain all the employee data in one table. That column names are like this. Okay. Okay. You are not using department code. So up to here, these are the column names for employee table. In future, suppose there is a situation occurs to insert department column, department code column. Then department 10, that code is DEPT, just like 10, DEPT 20, or it is not compatible. These are the department codes for 10, 20, 30. Okay. So what do you do? Just go to the employee table and create EPT code in that employee table, and you will write one update query like update employee set DEPT code equal to a, where DEPT number equal to 10. Okay, you will write this type of update query to update the department code. So how many records are there? 1 lakh records are there. Okay, so how much time it will take? So much memory is wasted. Otherwise, if you see this, you are trying to use two tables, parent table and child table, and establish the map, primary keys and foreign keys, like department number in department table considered as primary key, department number in employee table considered as foreign key. Then what will happen? Just you will write this query EPT. That's it. So how many records are updated? Only one record is updated. Instead of updating 1 lakh records. In future, if you may add multiple columns also, then also no need to update all these 1 lakh records. Why? Because you know the logic, how to use joins. So whenever it is required that new columns, you put the join condition between these two tables and you can get that column names. Okay. So that is Why it is required? Normalization is required means that is the concept. And there are so many normal forms are there. You be concentrate on first three normal forms. First normal form means these are the rules. So each column value should be atomic. Okay. There should not be comma separated values in the column name. Okay. So I am trying employee group by the number. Group underscore contact number. My name. See this here. So you can also maintain the data like this. In department number 10, so employee, what are the employee numbers are available? 7782 7839 7934. Okay, but you should not looking good. Okay, that means each column value should be atomic. That means there should not be comma separated value in a column like this. Okay, you need to maintain the records for department number 10. So three numbers are there. You should not store employee numbers with comma separated. If three numbers are there under the department number 10, then you should maintain three records. Okay. If five employee numbers are there under the department number 20, you should maintain 5 records. Like that, 30 also. Okay. That is called each column value should be atomic. And no repeating column groups. Like suppose if the department number here, observe this, department number 10 will have 3 employees. Like department number, EMP number 1, EMP number 2, EMP number 3. Okay. So 10, first employee number is 7782. Second employee number is 7839. Third employee number is 7934. If you maintain the data like this, that one also not looking good. Not looking good means not recommendable. Okay, when you are trying to use some join conditions or giving the data to the APIs or front-end people, this type of data will not be recommendable. Okay, and you need to write the more logic in procedures as per the requirement. Okay, this type of data is not recommendable. So that is called no repeating column groups. Okay, instead of writing like this, you have to maintain employee number, here 10 7782 10 7839 10 7934 like this. Okay. Next, each record must be unique. That means here, for example, 7934. So it is coming for twice. Okay. So you must observe this. If any duplicates are there, you must delete them. That means before going to insert into the table, you must check whether that particular record has been inserted or not. That means that particular record already exists or not. That one also you need to check. Okay, or you need to restrict. So how do you restrict that duplicate records? By giving the constraint like unique key constraint to employee number, then you can restrict the duplicate records. Okay, so that is each record must be unique. This is about first normal form, and second normal form is, first point is satisfy all the conditions in first normal form and create another table and move redundant data to that table. That means here, see this, we are discussing about this table. Okay, and these are the columns available in EMP table and department table. If you are trying to insert all these columns in one table, then it is not recommendable. Then what you do? You just remove redundant data, that is department number and DNAME location in another table. This is called DEPT. And so that is this point. Provide the relationship between them. That means here this is employee table, and here you give department number. Okay. So here you need to give the relationship between this department number in department table, department number in employee table. Okay. So that is the third point. Provide relationship between two tables. Okay. Next, third normal form. So it has to satisfy all the conditions in second normal form. That means whatever we have the discussion, this condition, it has to satisfy. And one column should not dependent on another column. For example, in employee table, see this. I am trying to insert annual salary in employee table. I am also maintaining annual salary in employee table. What is the formula for employee annual salary? Salary into 12. Is it required to maintain? No. Why? Because we have salary column. Whenever it is required, then we can write this formula and we can give it to others. For that, unnecessarily, no need to maintain annual salary in column. So see this, observe this point. One column should not dependent on another column. Here annual salary is dependent on sal column. Okay, these kind of columns, if you are maintaining, just ignore them. No need to maintain. Whenever it is required, you know the logic, how to calculate the annual salary, then you can able to write that logic, you can get it. Okay. So that is about third normal form. So these are the rules and regulations while creating the table. I mean, while designing the tables. Okay. So if you follow these types of normal forms, rules and regulations, then the data should not be redundant and it will not occupy more space, and DML operations also becomes faster. Okay.